Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Edge.
We're talking about Lorde. And remember, her New Zealand tour kicked off on Monday in Christchurch. Tonight, she is going to be in Otago at the Dunedin Town Hall. And they've actually released a small amount of tickets that have been made available just for tonight. They're only $60, which is a new price. So if you want to get them, make sure you get all the details now on theedge.co.nz because you do not want to miss out on that show. It's going to be wicked.
Okay, so I had a stunning experience on the weekend. It was shocking. I was driving up Newton Gully, just over there. No one cares where it was, Guy. Driving a little bit too fast. I was late, as I always am to everywhere I go. About to pull out into an intersection. Screech on my brakes. There's a car coming. Phew, dodged a bullet. I look in the window. Who's there driving the car? A teenage girl. I'm like, oh my god, I'd probably put her off driving or something like that. I look back, twice. I'm like, wow, I've seen that face before. It's Lorde.
So Lorde was driving.
Lorde.
She was driving and you almost killed her.
I almost killed. No, not killed. Like, let's not go overboard here.
Maimed. You almost maimed.
No, but okay, if I crashed into Lorde, I would be like, I'd be kicked out of New Zealand, right?
Yeah, it would be like Graham Henry if he'd lost the Rugby World Cup last time.
I would have had to move to like Thailand or some weird country in South America to try and escape the heat. I would be a national villain. I would have stuffed up her national tour that's happening at the moment. I would have been hated around the country. And that's what I realised, that every day people must be almost crashing into Lorde or bumping into her at the supermarket or something like that. 0800 The Edge or text into 3343. If you've had a Lorde encounter, I want to hear anything. I want to hear if you saw it at the dairy. I don't care. Right now we have Rob on the phone. Rob, you've had a run-in with Lorde's neighbour, I believe.
Yeah, I'm a truck driver, and I was delivering some stuff this morning, and I ran into a guy, and he said, I don't want to name drop, but I'm Lorde's neighbour.
So, hang on a second, Rob.
That's pretty cool.
Hang on a second, Rob. How did it even get to the fact that he was Lorde's neighbour? Like, how did he bring that up, or did he just outright say it?
Well, we were having a chat about where we were, and he just brought it up, like talking about like paparazzis and stuff around the neighbourhood.
He's like, I don't want to name drop, but I'm Lorde's neighbour. I don't want to name drop, but I'm going to name drop right now.
Yeah, what are the paparazzi doing in like Devonport? Are they just like hanging out outside her house?
No, it was actually near one of her family's batches. They're actually quite a rich family before she was famous.
Oh.
And, they own 2 or 3 batches, and this one is our C2 or something like that.
Crazy.
First of all, paparazzi, just leave Lorde alone because she's just a young girl. Secondly, how funny is it that people in New Zealand are going around bragging to random truck drivers that they are Lorde's neighbour?
Do they have any feedback on Lorde? Like, has she changed or anything like that, Rob?
No, she sounds really, really laid back. She's more interested in reading than doing things with her money. She traded a very expensive pair of studio headphones to her cousin just for his old Swan Drive.
Oh wow, that's quite awesome, actually.
Okay, Barbara, what was your Lorde encounter of the third kind?
Oh, hi there. Yeah, my daughter and some friends, we went up to the Whitu, and we were at the beach. And she came running up and saying, Mum, I've seen Lorde, she's in the water. And I thought, don't be silly. Anyway, her friend came back and said, quickly bring the phone. She said we can have a picture, but we mustn't tell anybody else she's here. She was staying with her gran.
Oh,
wow.
Well, and now you've just come on the edge and told the entire country where she is.
No, what?
Yeah. No, she was just staying there on that time. It was a year ago.
Was she in the water or was she walking on top of it, kind of like Jesus?
Yeah, probably the second one. She looked that good.
Oh, wow. That was crazy.
I love when people's like stories of celebrities get passed on from hand to hand. Like before you know it, it's like, and she was a beautiful angel. She had a Grammy in each hand and she had fine golden hair that blew in the wind. I remember I saw Tom Cruise once and it was the greatest day of my life.
Mate,
and I talked about it for 6 years.
This isn't Tom Cruise encounters. This is Lorde encounters.
Sorry.
So you just shut up. Thanks for your call, Barbara.
Sharyn, what was your, not you, Sharyn on the phone, what was your Lorde encounter of the third kind?
I was at one of the countdowns.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
You know, playing on one of the trolleys.
What aisle was she in? What aisle was she in?
She was in the part with the deodorant.
Yeah. So
Okay.
is she a Rexona girl or a Cool Charm girl?
A dove.
A dove girl,
This is so funny that you remember this detail. This is a new low for this radio station,
So
eh?
I was I was racing around, as you do, playing with the trolley. And I actually went, I pushed it fast and I jumped at the back. Accidentally hit her trolley.
Oh, no! Was she angry or was she like, lol, classic trolley thing as you do?
She seemed quite calm. I wasn't quite sure. I was waiting for her to say, call me something, for crashing into, but I think she was calm.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's awesome. That is
I didn't stick around. I just said sorry and fast and took my trolley and went the other way.
You don't want to.
Great story.
You don't want Lord to throw a Grammy at you or something?
Or a Dove deodorant.
I'd be so calm though if I was Lord, because I'd be like, just remember, Guy, you've got a Grammy. Just remember, Lord, you've got a Grammy. Don't stress out. It's going to be okay.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Edge.
This is so exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the studio, Renee and Lena from Aqua!
Come on, Barbie.
Oh,
What was that?
that's how we intro everybody, because you've come in, you've come a long way, you've got up early, so we'd like to give you a nice welcome when you come in.
But what was that with the hands?
We feel welcome.
There it is.
Oh,
It's just
that ass.
Yeah, it's how we roll.
You're asking what we did. What did you do? You added a bit of spice in there.
What do you mean?
You gave us a kind of Ken kind of, come on, baby, or something like that.
Come on, Barbie.
So good. So I am so excited about the show tonight. You guys are playing at the Power Station in Auckland. There's still tickets available if you haven't got one yet. Ticketmaster.co.nz. It's a bloody dream come true, guys. I'm very excited.
Oh, that's good. We're going to have a blast.
Can we just hold the phone for a second?
No, don't!
Sharyn is more than very
Don't!
excited. She very successfully plugged the show right now. Last night, she asked me, can you do the interview tomorrow morning? Because we don't normally come in the morning like this.
Okay.
And I said, I'm sure I can
you
do it.
not?
She texts me back. Cut
Oh
Sharon's
my
mic.
God.
She texts me back, are you sure? Oh my God, I'm so scared about this interview. I think I will cry. This is big time. She then said, what the do I even ask? And then I sent one text back and I was like, I'm excited too. And she said, I can't think of questions. I'm too excited.
Oh my
I've been
God.
trying for hours, and every time I start singing their songs in my head, and I wrote down how awesome they are, I am a huge failure.
Oh my God. He is so embarrassing.
That is.
Oh, that's just
You would
sweet.
never. I'm going to cry with embarrassment now.
I had
Oh
to-
my God.
I had to dob you in because Sharon's sentiment is how so many people in New Zealand feel right now. We are so grateful to have you guys in our country. It's so awesome.
It's so
awesome
nice to be here. So nice to be
honestly.
here.
It really is.
I can't wait to see the show tonight, because when your very first album came out, I got it for Christmas from Santa Claus. Was quite excited, and every single day I would get home from school and my dad made me a mic stand, and I used to do a concert like I was on tour of the entire album, start to finish, every single day. So
Oh, cool.
I've got an idea in my head what it's going to be like. What is the show at the Power Station going to be like tonight?
It's a mix
We
between
all-
pop and rock.
Yeah,
and
it is. We always been
A lot of sweating.
we're extremely powerful on stage. We use a lot of power, use a lot of energy, and we never plan anything.
Awesome.
Awesome, yeah. You can expect anything from stage diving to
Lena's
it's
stage
pop
dives, I don't.
meeting. It's pop meeting prodigy.
Wow.
It's very much energy.
That is so cool, because I didn't get to see you guys live when you came to New Zealand last time. So the only time I've ever seen you live was on Smash Hits shows back in the day.
Wow.
So I am quite excited.
I've got to ask you, because you guys went literally to the top of the music world. Barbie Girl for 2 years just seemed to dominate to the point where it was driving people insane. It was so
Absolutely.
popular. My mum thought that the Birds started learning that.
They actually did that in Denmark.
The Birds started singing
Yeah,
a
no,
tune.
yeah, it was a bird.
There was a bird in the newspaper, or there was a lady in the newspaper from a town that was so annoyed about this bird sitting outside her window going. and she kind of complained, but you can't complain because it was a wild bird.
So my question was going to be, when you were at your absolute peak, what was the most insane thing that you experienced? Was there ever a moment where you met someone or something happened where you're like, this is effing crazy?
There was many things that was over the top amazing, but
Yeah.
but I think that when we came back to Denmark after been touring the world for a couple of years, we got all the Grammys
Yeah.
in
Wow.
our country. Actually, they made a new rule that year that one band could not take all the Grammys. So we got all the Grammys except one.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
That is
So
That's
hilarious.
I mean,
insane.
that was kind of getting getting the respect from our home country, and there was a big thing for us all.
Yeah, definitely.
I was watching the news last night, and I remember when Barbie Girl came out and you guys got a bit of stick from Mattel. Are you guys kind of happy that Barbie sales are declining rapidly at the moment? It's like karma for them being mean to you?
Actually, I think it benefited both, to be quite honest.
Yeah,
But,
that was a big circus back then, and
totally.
luckily they didn't sue us. They sued the record company, but they did it because it was good commercial for them.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely.
So I've got to ask you guys, and this is probably the most annoying question you guys get. Do you still do the Barbie and Ken voices?
We do actually, yeah. Yeah.
Like just a normal conversation?
Yeah.
Are you ready, Barbie?
Yeah.
Sure am, Ken.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's a song we've
Come on,
done
Barbie.
so much, and we have so extremely many feelings around that song. But of course, we still do the voices because it's kind of it's like cornflakes and milk. You can't do it without it.
Yeah.
Can we get an example right now?
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Oh, I'm so excited. But I just need to do a checklist because you're playing at the Power Station tonight. As I said, if you haven't got tickets, ticketmaster.co.nz. Will you be playing Barbie Girl?
Of
Yes.
course.
Dr. Jones?
Yes.
Cartoon Heroes?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Happy Girls, Happy Boys?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Are you going to do Calling You?
No, sorry.
Are you kidding?
I like
That's my favourite song.
Is
That
it?
was-
Yeah, I love that one as
That
well.
was my grand finale. Are you going to
Yeah.
do Roses Are Red?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do Back
got-
to the 80s.
Yes.
Okay, well, I think we've covered it off. But if
So we
there
gotta do
is...
some songs from our latest album.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Awesome. So can people buy, that's the other question, merchandise? Will I be able to get an Aqua
Yes.
Actually, it's a fun story. We have a friend in Denmark who does all the merchandise for all the bands and everything. And he just called me one day, I need some time off, Lena. I want to come with you to Australia. So he was actually just going on a holiday, but he's printed T-shirts, made caps, capsules and everything,
So
just
we
to have
have-
something to do.
Yes!
So he's going to be in the front. He's the first guy you're going to meet. His name is Kevin,
Brilliant.
and it's very sweet.
I
And
am
I-
going to get a t-shirt.
and I
And
have-
he's single. I promised him to say that.
All right, everyone that's going tonight, Kevin the T-shirt guy, single.
Yeah.
Sharyn, you have creeped us out with your knowledge of Aqua. You're the biggest fan in the world. Tonight is going to be the greatest concert in the history of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Aqua!
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the edge.
Last night on Neighbours at War, Chang, there's a combination. Sharyn, you saw it as well, eh?
Yes.
Sharyn and Chang, or Shrang as I call them now, witnessed one of the most disturbing things that I've ever seen in my life, where two neighbours got into a scuffle that ended up in a horrific incident.
Then she bit my finger off. I don't know how it happened, but it did. I have no idea how she managed to get my finger in her mouth.
Maybe she was hungry. Isn't it weird that, like, I just find it so weird also just the way that she talks, like, I've got no idea how she got my finger in her mouth. Sounds like she's about to axe you, like a mass murderer.
I was so nervous when I heard that she'd bitten her finger off, but she seems completely fine with it. And the woman who bit the finger off, she seems pretty chilled out as well.
Her finger accidentally goes in my mouth. She's trying to gouge my gums out, and I bit down as a reaction and accidentally bit her finger off.
I don't know
It's a
if
sound effect.
I don't know if anyone's ever bitten a finger, but
No, I've never done that, no.
okay, so my husband and I play this weird game when we're out. It's like a sign of affection. We try to fish hook each other, which is when you use your pointing finger and you go up to the person when they're talking and you wedge your finger in their cheek and fish hook them like they're a fish. And if you get caught, then you can bite their finger. My husband has really bit down on my finger before and not drawn skin, and that has hurt so bad. So to think of how much she would have had to bite through that finger to chop it off.
To go through bone.
Yeah, that's screwed up.
So these guys are neighbours, and this was an argument that happened on Neighbours at War, and it got me thinking, how bad does your neighbourly situation get when you get to the point where you're biting people's fingers off?
Have you got a neighbour whose finger you'd like to bite off?
People have texted in to tell us that apparently it's easy to bite a finger off. Don't ask me how they know this, as it is to bite through a carrot. That's a technical fact. It's just that your body senses pain, doesn't allow you to do it to yourself. On the phone now we have, we were talking about neighbours from hell. Sarah, you've got a neighbour from hell. Have you got a neighbour that you want to bite their finger off or something like that?
Yeah, probably a lot of them, but we have this one neighbour that's really crazy, and they've just moved in like about 7 months ago into like a really suburban area. There's like 4 of them, but we guess that the house is being leased by one person, and they've just gotten all these flatmates in. They're really insane. They don't stop partying all night, and the other night it was one of the girls' birthdays. They started partying at 6 p.m. and then they ended up partying all the way till 7:30 in the morning, and then started throwing fireworks in the air.
That's crazy.
7:30 in the morning and fireworks everywhere.
I am like so old. I'm so old I couldn't even last till 7:30 these days. I would definitely bite those neighbours' fingers off, Sarah.
That's by the way, we're not condoning anyone to bite their fingers off.
I'll
or
bite your
like
finger
that.
off.
Line 1. Sorry, what's your name again? I forgot it, bro.
Louis.
Louis, your story is an absolute nightmare. Tell us about your neighbours at war at your batch.
Well, my dad hates the next door neighbour, and he gets his kids to come and poo on our backyard.
No! How old are the kids, Louis?
They're 3, 4.
Wow, that's the worst neighbour we've had so far. That's way worse than having a party until 7:30 in the morning.
Louis, sorry, we've cut Louis off?
Yeah.
We've lost Louis. Oh, that's a shame. I was going to try and give him a must-see movie.
No, I was trying to say no because he was too young to go see
No,
that
I could have given it
movie.
to his dad, though.
Oh.
A must-see movie is Fury, and I'm going to give away a ticket at some point today, but not to Louis. Bad luck.
Oh, sad guy. Well, if you've got a bad neighbour story, thank you so much for sending them through to us. We hope that your living situation gets a little bit better.
Guys, Sharyn and Clint.
We're talking relationship red flags this afternoon because Chang told us something today about one of his friends that we thought straight away was a oh my god, red flag, dump him moment. So Chang, what happened?
Well, I heard this from another friend, so it's a second-hand story.
Yeah.
So a friend who's female, the guy she's seeing is paying her $300 to reach a weight of 60 kilograms.
What?
And this girl is taller than me.
Yeah, so if she reached the weight of 60 kilograms, she'll get $300 from the guy she's seeing.
Paying money to lose weight. Do you know what? That's a red flag, girlfriend.
Girl, that's a red flag, girl.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, when I heard that story, because this girl, because I was asking Chang about her, she is taller than me. I was 60 kgs when I worked on nights, and I was tiny. I was seriously looked unhealthy. So she shouldn't even be 60 kgs.
She should pay him money to become less of a douche.
Or pay him $300 to fly away.
So we wanted to find out your relationship red flags, and I promised some tickets up to grabs for good yarns. Tony, what's your relationship red flag?
My sister.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name names. My sister and her fiancé have been together for a while, and he works night shifts, and when he's sleeping during the day, she's using my house to sleep with another man.
Whoa!
That is so... I feel so bad for that guy.
Whoa.
That has happened to me when I did nights. My boyfriend used to sleep with a different girl while I was at work. That is so horrible. How do you let that happen?
I don't really know how to stop it, to be honest.
You change your locks, girl.
You
Change
can't.
your locks.
It's a tricky one. I feel like you do have to have that. Thank you for venting it. And to be honest, that's such a bombshell. I've got to give 2 tickets right now, straight away. You can win. You can take a break to the Edge's must-see movie. It's called Fury. I've seen it. It's awesome. It stars Brad Pitt, and it's in cinemas now.
Oh, awesome.
Thanks for sharing, Tony, and good luck, man.
And we forgot to say, Guy, it's a relationship red flag, girl.
That's a relationship red flag, girl.
Jaden, what's your relationship red flag?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. I was with my ex, and everything seemed a bit skeptical, so I put something in my laptop to record everything.
Oh, my God. Is that a keylogger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had everything set up, and then she said she was going away for a weekend to this girl's place down south. And I don't know, I just got a bit worried about it, and then went through everything. Turns out she went to a guy's place up north, and I found a whole lot of stuff.
Oh, that's a red flag, girlfriend.
Girl, call the red flag police. That is so horrible, Jaden. I think as soon as you get to the point in your relationship where you have to put a keylogger on the other person is definitely when the red flag is creeping up the pole. Have you broken up with her now?
Oh, yeah, kicked her out straight away when she cut back.
Good boy, good boy. Well, we want to know your stories. 0800 The Edge or text us to 3343. What's your relationship red flag, girl? What?
You did well.
Oh, I thought you were going to join in.
Girlfriend.
Too late.
All right. Tina, what's your relationship red flag?
When I was with my ex, he used to always wait till we had his kids for the weekends to go out drinking with his friends. And I found out he was cheating on me because he got another girl pregnant.
Oh! That makes me angry. That is more than a red flag. That's a go round to his house and kneecap him flag.
Whoa, okay.
Is that a thing?
What sort of flag is that? That's a full-on
It's
flag.
a black flag.
Well, Tina, I'm glad you got out of that one. He sounds like a right D-bag. Catherine, what's your relationship red flag?
So my last partner, I put on about a kg and a half in the 8 months we'd been together.
Yeah.
And I was under 60 kg, and he's like, babe, I think you've got a bit of a weight issue and it's making me uncomfortable.
What?
Over 1.5 kgs.
That's like just drinking a whole lot of water.
Jeepers.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's my ex, yeah.
Yeah, because, girl, you saw that red flag in the sky.
More than a red flag there. Katie, what's your relationship red flag?
I just told you guys.
Yeah, no, but now we're doing it on air, Katie. We're having a yarn off here. Do you want me to tell your life story?
No, that is so embarrassing. I thought the song was still going. Okay, guys. Can I just say I love you, Sharyn?
Oh, I love you too, Katie.
You're hilarious.
Katie.
I really hope my friend Emmeline is listening. Anyway, I'll get on with it.
Katie, do you love me?
Hi, Emmeline. We love you as well.
Emmeline, oh! Okay, I love you, Guy. I love you, Clint. And
Fish for it. Reeled it in.
Okay.
Katie, tell us your bloody story.
I had my mouth full.
Well, there's a red flag, girl.
Okay, all right. So I was going out with this guy, and he actually admitted to me that he cheated on me. And I'm like, all right, we can deal with this. We can move on. So anyway, so stupidly, we moved to Australia. And then, because I had trust issues, I went through his Facebook account and found out that he was talking to other girls, this one girl, and said that he'd dumped me and he was going to move her over, and they were going to have a happy life together.
Jeepers creepers!
So what I did do was actually I threw a car battery through his beloved car's windscreen.
That's my type of flag. That's my type of flag, Katie.
I don't want to condone violence or vandalism, but that's an opportunity where maybe that's good. Sharyn, can I give away this?
Yeah, of course you can.
This is because of your story, and that was hilarious. And I want to give you a chance to relax. So you're going in the draw to win an overnight stay at the Novotel in Queenstown, and stay at the Onsen Hot Pools with a $300 Prezi card. So you're in the draw for that to celebrate the release of The Fault in Our Stars on Blu-ray and DVD.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You're
no
awesome.
Worries. Thank you so much for calling. We'll hook you up with the Fault in Our Stars DVD as well, so that you can watch it. Thanks for your call, Katie. Tell Emmeline we said hi.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the Bloody Edge.
You can hear it getting rowdy in the studio already. He is going to be at Bar 101 tonight in Auckland, the Outback tomorrow night in Hamilton, and of course tonight on MTV at 8:30. We have got Scotty T. Sorry, this is your job. What the hell am I doing? Who Welcome to the studio, Scotty.
Oi, oi.
It is so great to have you here. We've had it feels like we're having it. Yeah, we know. Whoa.
So I'm just trying to get used to this microphone thing.
So we just said it's great to have you here, and you just said, yeah, I know.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I was going to say, I was like, yeah, and he's standing
I'm
up.
a harvest man. I've just got off the plane.
Where did you fly from?
Just Sydney.
Oh, that's not too far. Don't count jet lag for an hour and a half.
Oh, no, yeah, but I've been flying around Australia for the past week.
Okay, well, too many excuses, mate. Too many excuses. We've got Dina in studio with us right now, who's one of our promo girls, and she is our.
Wait, promo girl? That doesn't sound right. That sounds like she goes around handing out free.
She's a girl that
bourbon
works
and
in
Cokes.
promotions here. She is our resident Geordie Shore expert, and she gets the first three.
You are as well,
you?
Sharyn.
Oh,
you are as well.
How are you an expert?
Dina and
I feel like you're looking at me really funny right now.
Dina, you get the first 3 questions. So
Okay.
go on. Why are you playing with a lemon?
Oh, I don't know. I just feel really nervous.
Hey,
Okay?
if you're like Dina,
There
and
was
you're,
something else if you want.
if you're a big Geordie Shore fan and you've got a question or you want to text or call us on 0800 The Edge or text into 3343. Any question for Scotty, he's bound to try and answer it. Dina, kick us off.
Right, okay. So I've actually written a couple of these down because I always forget. So I got, Vicky and Gaz in the last series. Did they actually kind of like do it? Because it doesn't actually say. Like, I know that they passed, but did they
You know
go
what it is, so,
like
it gets to like, because obviously like the being a group of girls and a group of boys in the house, like everyone always sort of like gets together at some point. But like the weird thing about that was that them two actually Vicky hates him, so it was like weird. But like, and even the next day she was like, "Oh, I can't believe I got him." Oh, and all
But
this
she
stuff.
did it a
But, like,
couple
yeah,
of
I know.
times,
But like,
didn't
we're
she?
like, why did you get with him on the night time? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And like, it was just weird. Like,
Okay, that doesn't answer my question.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Nothing comes of it though. Like that last time, like I think this time on the new series, what you'll find is that like it gets even worse. Like some of the stuff that happens, like everyone just starts getting with each other and that, and it's just causes loads of dramas.
So there's going to be a whole lot of incest this season. Great news.
Yeah, like obviously there's some old relationships what come back into the pipeline. Then there's yes, a couple of old ones, and then like there's the ones who were left off from last time, like Aaron and Marnie. But then obviously there's loads of arguments and kick-offs as people start there.
Okay, Dina, what's your second question?
Okay, second one. So obviously last night Vicky announced that she's not coming back to the Geordie Shore house. I'm calling this now. Next season, Ricky's in. He's back.
No, he won't be.
He's back.
No, he's not going anyway.
Really? Is it because you guys all don't like him?
No. I thought you sound that but like filming them, he's like when Ricky gets drunk, he's such a lovely lad, but when he gets drunk, he's just a nightmare. And but the fact that he doesn't even speak properly, like he gets drunk, and he can't even talk, and like he ends up arguing literally every night. When we used to film him and Vicky, it was just like constantly like them two just shouting at each other, like when he'd be in bed. It's just like, and I think that like, obviously, once they broke up and stuff, I think it wasn't Ricky's best place to be in the show. I mean, I don't know what sort of happened, but obviously they wanted to see Vicky single and stuff. But it would be quite funny if Ricky came back in. Like, to be fair,
can I just say, like, that I haven't understood one word in this whole conversation. Like, I just have no idea, like, what we're talking about. Like, should we take a break and come back with like some more questions and stuff like that? Like,
oh my god. Yes, you
0800 The Edge, like, if you want to ask another question, like, and we'll have a question from Scotty on the Geordie Shore.
You were so rude. Okay.
And you can ask anybody. Go ahead and ask anybody. Yeah, you can ask anybody. Anything.
Scotty, you're going to get terrible questions coming at you from all directions like a crap storm swirling all around you.
That's cush.
First question, what's your number? How many girls have you pashed?
What's my number?
Yeah, what's your number?
Yeah, are you asking his cash number or are you asking his like muted number?
What's your number?
No,
Mate, I'm
your
not this like sort of weird little kid who every time he sleeps with someone he writes it down. I could not literally tell you. It is a lot.
Take a guess.
And then when you think about a lot, like just times it by a lot.
Take a guess.
God.
Take a ballpark.
Mate, I honestly wouldn't know. Like, I don't even want to take a guess because I feel embarrassed saying it anyway.
Do you ever worry that you're going to make like the girl of your dreams and then she's going to find out how many people you've slept with and it's like, hell no.
Yeah, that was
I love you.
Another great question from the text machine. What are 3 tips on scoring a chick for the night?
Confidence is definitely the main thing.
Confidence, 1.
Or confidence. I don't know, like
abs, 2.
Yeah.
Be on TV.
Be on TV, 3.
No, that is not 3. Nah, I just think one of the main things is confidence. The thing is with me, I'm just nice to everyone. Like
okay.
I have been even before the show. Like I was always pulling girls and that. Like I'm just nice and I'll be overconfident. I'll tell some girl she looks pretty. I'll go all out if there's someone I really want to get with. Then I'll make sure.
Being nice. It's good as life advice.
One thing that I noticed though but I think is definitely a trick that the Geordie boys have is we've interviewed 4 of you. You're doing it right now. All 4 of you really look into your eyes when you talk to them to the point that you're like, stop looking at me.
When you got big blue eyes like me, man, it's sweet.
Gaz did it. Ricky did it. You did it.
He was the best.
Angela, what's your question for Scotty?
Hi, Scotty.
Angela, what's your...
That's it. Can you hear them talking to you?
No.
You can't hear anything.
Hi, Scotty. We don't have a question. We just want to say you're bloody gorgeous and we can't wait to see you tomorrow in Hamilton.
I can't wait to see you too.
Let's go.
They're just screaming. All right, we'll go to Jess. Jess,
Come
what's
and
your
say
question? What's your question?
Oh
for
my
Scotty?
gosh. Hi.
Hiya. Hi.
Compose yourself, Jess. What's your question?
I just wanted to ask like a really serious question.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you want to get married?
Oh yeah, definitely. No, eventually I do.
Oh my gosh.
No, like literally, I'm just having fun
exciting.
partying that in the minute. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm until my engine's burn out, and then I'll just settle down in it. Which will probably be never.
Rewind.
So when you don't want to have sex anymore, that's when you're going to get married.
No. I don't know. Like, obviously, like at the minute, it wouldn't be fair for me to go out with a girl and stuff because I'm so busy at work. I'm always out the country, and obviously I'm on Geordie Shore, and I wouldn't want to put someone through some, you know what I mean, like all that crap,
Plus,
like where I'm like filming. So at the minute, I'm being single, enjoying myself, and not like getting tied down.
Mate, just be honest. You're at the peak of your fame. You want to get amongst it while you can.
I'm just going pure Aqua at the minute.
Monique, what's your question for Scotty?
I just wanted to say one. I love Geordie Shore so much, like biggest fan here.
Thank
and
you.
my question was, what does Holly's boobs feel like?
Oh, just like big fake boobs. I don't know. No, they're kind of big. Like they get in the way. But what do they feel like? They just feel like to be fair, like they're pure huge, man. Like I don't know how she walks around with them.
Do you, are you? Because Holly is it's being highly publicised. She's like lost a lot of weight. She almost
she looks good.
Like couldn't even recognise her on the last season at first for some people. Are you like, oh, better get back in there?
Nah. I've been there, done that a few times. Like. So, I don't know, like, obviously here and Kyle got this, like, love thing going on, but Kyle just doesn't realise that she's, like, got everyone else in the house, so it's a bit awkward.
That's true.
And you can ask anybody. Go ahead and ask anybody. Yeah, you can ask anybody. Anything.
Is that you singing that?
No, it's not me singing that. It's him singing that.
Yeah, I thought it would be him.
Scotty, I'm sorry about that, mate. First question, because this is something we just kind of were talking about off air. Like, people often ask, like, how constructed the show is and how fake the show is. And you were saying that it's quite real, but the producers kind of do a lot to separate you guys.
Yeah, like I said before, what is, like if you do put, like, 9 people in the bar together all getting drunk, people, like, a few of them people are going to interact with each other. So say one night, say if I got with Holly and Gaz and James had an argument, then the next day, like, I'd be at work with Holly or something like that, and then and then Gaz and James, they'd separate them, so they'd keep the tension there, and then they'd have to have a time where they made up and something, and obviously they'd try and make me and Holly interact more until, like, I slept with her or whatever, and then or pile her off, and then she gets angry because I pull another girl, and then it all just escalates from there, and then before you know it, everyone's just ripping each other's heads off.
Yeah. It's like you're being played to kill each other.
Yeah. But and I always win.
We got questions on the phone as well. We got Kirsty. Kirsty, what's your question for Scotty?
Yeah, I do. Well, it's not really a question. I was wondering if he could do a shout out for me.
Yeah, of course. Go on.
Can you shout out to Kirsty and Steve from Cambridge?
How was it, Christy or Kirsty?
Kirsty.
Kirsty.
And
Steve.
Oh, yeah, to Kirsty and Steve from Cambridge. How are you feeling?
Yay, that'll do. We got another question from Kelsey. What do you want to ask? Hello, Kelsey.
Aye.
What's your question for Scotty?
I wasn't sure if it was me. I couldn't quite hear.
It's all right.
Well, it is you. What do you want to know?
It's me now.
I was just wondering, like, does the TV program make things played out different than what actually happened in the house? Like,
No.
you watch things that...
Yeah,
like,
no.
hold on a second,
Basically, when we film the show, we film about 4 to 5 days worth of footage, which gets cut down to 40 minutes of episode. And obviously, because they have to follow storylines and stuff between people in the house. But like, there is a lot of stuff that don't show, which gets missed out, like a lot of funny stuff and that. Because obviously, like, it's hard to explain, really. Like, but it's not. They don't just like make it seem different. They just use. They can somehow make stories seem different, but it's nothing really changes. It's still sort of they follow the same storylines and that.
When Gaz was here,
If you understood any of that, 'cause I was talking very fast.
When Gaz was here, he said that because you guys each have your own camera person, he said that his cameraman like wingmans him. Does your cameraman
we
wingman
don't.
you?
I don't know why he said that because we don't each have our own camera person.
He said
No,
that
basically, like, you work together with the camera crews. There's 3 crews, but all the crews are like we're mates. So yeah, they'll be like obviously a researcher. They'll be like, oh, there's some hot girls over there. And we can't just walk off and talk to them. Like, so we have to, go and crack on with them and get them to come over here. And then they'll be like, oh yeah, they want to come for a drink. And then before you know it,
Have any of you guys had any scares yet where people have said that you guys have got them pregnant?
And I haven't actually. I think a couple of the others have, though.
Okay.
Man's is good.
I've got to ask you, what's your biggest regret from the show? Have you done anything on camera that you're like, I wish I didn't do that?
Nah, I think it's all hilarious.
What do your parents think of the show?
Well, me dad and brother think I'm a PR legend. Me mum doesn't quite grasp it yet. And
Your dad thinks you're a legend. Your dad's like, high five.
No, me dad's just like, he was like, it's about time you get paid for being an idiot.
Which is exactly what Guy's parents said
Yeah,
as well.
and me grandma still doesn't know what it is. I think she thinks I'm on sort of like the Antiques Roadshow thing. But,
well, it's been awesome to have you in this afternoon. If you want to meet Scotty T, he is going to be at Bar 101 in Auckland tonight, the Outback in Hamilton tomorrow night, and he will be on your TV tonight, 8:30 and on MTV. So check it out. Thanks so much for coming in.
Love yous all. Cheers. Thank you.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. On the Edge.
Big Auckland news today, which may interest people, or it may be just an opportunity for people outside of Auckland just to laugh at Auckland's pain.
This has outraged me, may I add.
Why has it outraged you?
Because I literally...
You're affected.
I'm going to have to pay this every day, twice a day, and I only live 5 minutes away.
Len Brown, Sir Mayor Sleazelot, has been on the news this morning to say that he's thinking of introducing a $2 tax every time someone drives on a motorway to help pay for Auckland's congestion costs. Personally, I think it's a great idea because it means the people who use the motorway pay for their expansion. I think it's genius.
Yeah, but it's so annoying because I'm going to have to pay $4 a day. I don't even live that far away. If I could bike or walk to work, then I would, but I can't bike or walk over the Auckland Harbour Bridge.
Hey.
So, bring this tax in once you put the walkway and bikeway in, which is not going to be until 2020 something.
That's a good point that Sharyn lives on the other side of the water. You could drive round the real long way, or that'd be like a 2 day.
I'd still have to go on the motorway.
Okay, what about if you got a kayak and pushed it off the wharf and kayaked across the harbour?
Oh, I don't have the energy to do that.
What about if you got a flying fox, put it at the top of the hill, and I guess that would only work one way, though, eh?
Yeah.
Be hard going back the other way on the
Definitely.
flying fox.
If I could get a flying car like they had on the Jetsons, that'd be sweet to drive.
That was one of you remember when Ewan Gilmore was on the Auckland City Council?
Mm-hmm.
One of the ideas that he tried to get in to help Auckland's congestion problems when we're trying to do a tunnel under the harbour bridge was to do a flying fox from the Sky Tower. And can I say, that is actually not the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
Well, yeah, it's not the smartest idea.
No. Like, you obviously wouldn't do like a fun adventure ride.
Yeah.
But imagine if you just had like a cable car transporting people across the water.
It would be actually pretty good. We'll keep brainstorming some ideas on that one.
Okay, how about a hovercraft?
Oh, yeah,
bring those
work.
back.
That could work. Or more people could just catch the ferry that's already there.
A cannon. Well, you could do that, Mrs.
No,
I can't get across the bridge.
The ferry is more expensive. Shut
That's
up.
what you sound like.
You sound annoying. I hate you. Bring back Clint. Just kidding.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. On the Edge.